condemned the use of cluster bombs outright. And for more, let's go to Ottawa, where we find former Foreign Affairs Minister Lloyd Axworthy. Mr. Axworthy, your work led to the Ottawa Treaty, which bans the use of these cluster munitions. So what is your reaction to this move by the U.S.?
I think it's a very serious mistake. I think
It's called desperation. They know that the Ukrainians are losing, so they have to try to prop them up any way they can.
Unilateralism. I think the whole idea of being collective and collegial and making decisions together.
Oh no, the U.S. government is doing something without other people's approval. Who would have saw that coming?
An arbitrary decision. And thirdly, it really undermines seriously the efforts underway to hold Russia accountable for its barbarism against civilians. If you're now condoning the use of a weapon that will have a huge impact on the lives of Ukrainians, it really begins to set a precedent that undermines and takes away the moral position of saying you cannot willfully set out to destroy the lives of innocent people.
But that's war. War destroys lives, whether they're innocent or not. So if you want to stop destroying life, make peace with Russia.
Was very firm, but now it requires some action. And I think Canada should be into a diplomatic discussion with other countries in NATO. The summit comes up in 4 or 5 days, and to begin to use the summit as a way of coming to grips with this decision and getting the Americans to change their position.
So this summit that's going on in like 5 days, what's the point? They talk, they get in front of the camera, they take pictures, but at the end of the day, the U.S. government will just do whatever they want.
To come up with a basic new standard for the protection of people. Listen to the statement of their spokesman, Mr. Sullivan. It was full of hyperbole. He almost was sort of gone into a form of kind of extreme propaganda, saying the Russians are going to overtake the Ukrainians. Well,
so this guy is saying that it's extreme propaganda. No. Like I said in the beginning, the U.S. government's desperate.
Support and ammunition and military. There's been a lot of contributions being made, but surely the most powerful industrial country in the world can find ways, in company with countries like Canada and Germany and Netherlands and so on, to take a strong stance saying there is an alternative.
Is America an industrial powerhouse? Yes. But how much of that is produced overseas, like in, China? This guy makes no sense. He wants to defeat the Russians, but he doesn't want to give Ukrainians weapons for fear that it will damage/kill Ukrainians. Well, they're at war, so they're dying and getting destroyed anyway. So rather than defeating the Russians, maybe you should try making peace with them? Well, that's it for my thoughts on this cluster cluck. Take care out there in clown world.